mind ain't no mess. And what we are from where we were, or can you see through this blur? I know the future obscure. I'm over here, you're never there, and what we lost isn't fair. It's just the past that we share. I'm short of time, so don't be long. I get this feeling I'm gone. I guess it's good to pretend. I hope you find someone to love. I hope you find faith above. I don't know why, just because. How do you see what you believe, and broken thoughts to perceive? Why can't you wake up and breathe? I know we were, but you forgot. I get this feeling I'm not, but it's all that I've got.
Did he say that to you directly? Because that's insubordinate right there. It's certainly disrespectful. And that's a violation of Work Rule 3, which is that you have to be respectful to everyone in the course of your job. Now, at the same time, you're talking about some leave issues that he has. The leave issues, are they covered by the Family and Medical Leave Act? Why is he absent? Do you know why? Is it the same issues all the time, or is it usually something different? I'm special counsel for the Health and Human Services Commission, which is a state agency that provides benefits to people all over the state. Medicaid, food stamps, TANF. What I do is employment law. So I work with the managers here at the Health and Human Services Commission to help them deal with personnel situations. Personnel situations can include civil rights complaints that the employees may have. It can include medical issues that might implicate the Family and Medical Leave Act or the Americans with Disabilities Act. It can include behavior in the workplace that might violate our agency policies. What I do is help managers navigate the policies and the laws to make sure they're taking appropriate action to help the employees be more successful at their jobs and get the work done. My first symptom was a strip of numbness right here in a band underneath my chest. And it was numb, and my doctor thought maybe it was a pinched nerve, so they did an MRI and learned that it was not a nerve, but multiple sclerosis. When I was diagnosed, my first thought was, what does this mean? I should tell you that I was working in a law firm, and my doctor called me on the phone and said, "Hey, we just found out you have multiple sclerosis." Kind of freaked me out. I was an intern at a law firm, sharing an office with someone, had no idea what that meant. So I had to leave work for the day, was totally freaked out, went home and did some research and talked to some people about what that means. But the internet and all of the facts that are available to us now were not available to me when I was diagnosed in 1999. So there was really a lot of fear, and there were a lot of questions, and I had no idea how this would change my life. When I originally went to law school, and the first job that I got out of law school, I was thinking about being in the private practice, being in a law firm, working long hours, being crazy busy, lots of pressure, lots of recognition. Once I was diagnosed, I realized that that kind of a lifestyle was not going to work for me because the high stress and high pressure have a negative effect on my physical symptoms with MS. So I had to change the kind of law I wanted to practice and how I wanted my professional life to go forward. I focused more on being available to talk with people, giving trainings, and being more of a counselor to people than necessarily a straight-on only lawyer. I talk to people about their problems and help them figure out how to resolve them. So that's a little different than what I would have done in private practice. That is an interesting question. Some of the things that I can't do now, running, jogging, doing a lot of extreme sports, I didn't do when I was able-bodied. So I guess if I do have a regret about being able-bodied, it's that I didn't take advantage of the things I could do when I could. But there are a lot of those things I can do now in a wheelchair. Most of my regrets are about lifestyle choices. I wish I hadn't smoked cigarettes for 23 years. I wish I hadn't been as unhealthy as I have been in my life in the past. I wish that I had been more focused on working out and exercising and being stronger. But those aren't really regrets. It's more of that if I had done that, it might make things easier now. So I don't really have any real strong regrets. MS has really made me a better person in many ways, ironically. Miss Wheelchair Texas is an advocacy organization that helps women with disabilities learn how to advocate for other people with disabilities throughout the state of Texas. When I first learned about the competition, I didn't know anything about what advocacy meant or what Miss Wheelchair Texas could do for the community. Now I have the opportunity to talk to people, to individuals, to business owners, to politicians about what living with a disability means and what things we could use that would make our lives a little bit better. I love having the opportunity to talk to young people with disabilities and people who are newly diagnosed and help them understand that there is much more to life than being disabled or being in a wheelchair. You can take advantage of all kinds of things, and there are many other parts of me and many other parts of anyone living with a disability that we can focus on that will not leave us just someone sitting in a wheelchair. So this is my son, John Scott.
Hi.
And John Scott is 8 years old. He's about to start 3rd grade. And we are both working with how to be a mom with a disability and how to have a mom with a disability. It's been very good for us so far. John Scott can tell you about his experience.
Just because you have a mom in a wheelchair doesn't mean she can't take you places, she can't cook you dinner, she can't let you do all the things a normal mom can, and that's what it's like.
And John Scott and I have had a good time enjoying the perks of having a mom in a wheelchair. What was it like when we went to Disney World?
We got to get in the front of all the lines.
We didn't have to wait in any line, so that was a bonus. You want to say anything else?
Okay.